see if a reservation here at the Plaza is worth it so you can get some Mickey-themed bites for Halloween. I am here today to take a peek at wait times for the attractions, check out any themed bites that are available before the party, and of course take another look at this year's Halloween merch. Before that, I am here to have a lunch date with my husband at the Plaza, since this is the only location that we can find anything savory for Halloween. And we are starting off with a drink.
I mean, it's us. Don't we always start off with a drink?
I mean, but we're sharing one. So, but you know what it means? Like, we don't get to cheers. Like, can we cheers at least with the water?
Yes, of course. Cheers.
To Halloween.
To Halloween.
This is the Goblins and Ghoulies. This is a special drink found here at the Plaza that is themed for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. This is Captain Morgan Original Spiced Rum, Di Serrano Original Liqueur, Apple Cider, and Pomegranate Juice. But what's fun is that you can get it during the day and you can get it during the party.
Yes. I have a feeling it's going to be sweet.
Not yet.
We're about to. We're about to. Not as sweet as I had feared, but you definitely get the Di Serrano.
That's actually that's not bad.
No, you definitely get the Di Serrano.
You do. Like, I feel like most of the sweetness comes from the Di Serrano, which is an almond liqueur, if you are not familiar. I mean, the pomegranate juice and the cider are enough to kind of edge it a little bit. I think there's enough of that background sweetness and warmth from the rum that gives it, but it's on a sweetness-o-meter, I'd probably give it like a 10. It's not overly sweet, but it's not too. The way we rank our food and beverages, our experiences, it's all going to be on a D20. That means like a 10 is going to meet expectations or meet like a minimum requirement. Anything below 10 is going to mean that it is below that, and then anything above is like how awesome it is above what you're hoping to get out of it. I would probably say, honestly, I'd probably say it rolls like an 11, maybe a 12. I don't think that it's amazing, but it's better than I was hoping for. Oh, it looks like our food is here. You were saying you think the drink rolls a 12 as well?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you have anything other than mine?
It's not bad. It's not as sweet as we feared. That's probably the most important part. It's actually kind of refreshing. Yeah. For a drink. It
really is. And for a park that's dry, soon to be not dry, but dry, like, I'm happy with it very much. Yeah. This is the skull meatloaf, and this is a Caribbean-style glazed meatloaf that is served with loaded mashed potatoes and seasonal vegetables. You can see that they've given us some green beans, some crispy onions, and it looks like some kind of a sauce. I'm kind of curious what the sauce tastes like because there's no description on the party menu. You look puzzled. He tried this sauce because we were curious what it is.
I think it's like an A1.
Like a steak sauce?
Yeah.
It's like a steak sauce.
Like a Worcestershire.
Like a Worcestershire. Maybe like a ketchup and Worcestershire mix. Maybe that's what it is.
Like a steak sauce.
Yeah, because traditionally people will put like ketchup in like with their meatloaf or on top of their meatloaf, but it does have a lot of that Worcestershire, like that kind of salty, almost umami, but not quite-ish flavor, and mixed in with that. So interesting. I have in front of me is going to be the pumpkin spiced coffee barbecue pork sandwich that has a coffee rubbed pork that is featuring Joffrey's pumpkin creme brulee coffee, which is a seasonal blend. So they have a cold brew barbecue sauce, slaw, and then a pumpkin spiced aioli. I think the aioli might be mixed in with the slaw because I actually don't see it on the bun itself. I love that there's a lot of pork in here. They're not shy on it. And then I forgot to mention that this is a sweet potato bun. What did you think of that meatloaf?
I'm reminded again why I don't like meatloaf. It just has like a sweetness to it. Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not like it blows out sweet. It's not like sugar sweet. But there's a sweetness to it that...
Okay, but I do feel like there's got to be some kind of sausage in that. You get like a bit of warmth in the background. It's very, very minimal. A lot of my slaw is falling out, and it's getting messy fast. We're literally splitting everything. I'm curious what you think about that before I say what I'm thinking, because I don't want to change his views. I love that he's making all the same faces.
It's okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's got... I don't really get the coffee. Not intensely. It's there. It's very subtle. Just like I don't really get pumpkin. I get some spices that are reminiscent of pumpkin spices, but I don't get like pumpkin spice, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And it's, I don't know, I like my pulled pork chunkier, I guess, and juicier. It's kind of dry.
I agree. I actually do get the coffee. I get it very much so in the background. I don't know that I get pumpkin specifically, but I get like a cinnamon nutmeg kind of feel, if that makes sense. So like the spice that you might put in a pumpkin pie, that's what I can taste. But I do get some of that earthiness that you get from a coffee, some of that dark flavor. I don't know how to describe it, but I can taste that. I agree. Unfortunately, I think the pork is a little bit, I think it's a little bit dry. I've had worse. I've had worse pulled pork. I guess I would say that this roll is probably about an 11. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's a little bit more than meeting expectations if I'm literally looking at how they describe the pork. So I don't think it's bad. I like that the bun is super soft. It's not dry. It's got, I mean, I think maybe the bun, well, hold on. Is the bun itself sweet? No. It just kind of tastes like a standard bun to me, but I think it just might add to that sweetness. You know, like when you get a sweet potato roll for your burger when you have it at home. But yeah, I don't think it's anything mind-blowing, but it's decent if you like pulled pork and you like those kinds of flavors. This might be for you. I definitely think that slaw on there is necessary because it helps add some crunch and some texture and some vibrancy. So yeah.
What did you think of the
meatloaf? That's a good point. I had that one bite. Let me get it without the mashed potatoes as much. Honestly, I think I like the meatloaf better. I feel like there's just more flavor in it, but I think they're both pretty much a toss. I think that they're both ranking pretty similarly, and it just depends on, you know, if you want something a little bit heavier, like the mashed potatoes and the meatloaf, I think are going to hit heavier as an item than the pulled pork does.
Well, you're nicer than I am. I'm going to roll the pulled pork at a 9.
Okay.
I don't get enough of the coffee. I don't get, yeah, you're right. The cinnamon is what comes through. But you can get cinnamon, it doesn't really scream pumpkin.
Yeah.
So, I feel like it was a miss. I agree that the slaw was important and good for it. And if you're just looking for a pulled pork sandwich, it'll work. It may not be the best. You're on a park or whatever. And it's fun for the theming and the color and everything else. But yeah, definitely like a 9. The meatloaf, I would rank higher. I would roll this closer to a 12.
Okay.
It's got good flavor. The skull shape was hard to see, but definitely there, which is kind of fun. So I feel like the theming was a little bit more exciting in that sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's, yeah, I would roll that a 12.
I agree with you about the theming too. I hadn't really thought about that with the meatloaf. That is a good point. I feel like it has more theme to it. This is just pulled pork.
Just pulled pork and a purple bush.
And a purple, yeah. And I mean, sure, that's, you know, purple's a main color here for Mickey's Not So Scary, but
they could have torch stamped it.
Torched it. Yeah, they could have.
They do it with other things already. They could have torch stamped a skull into it, or they could have a spider into it, or something.
Yeah, for sure. I completely agree. Marshmallow flip. This is the Ghosty Delight Sundae. This is a chocolate ice cream topped with chocolate cookie crumbs, marshmallow cream, almonds, sugar cookies, and sprinkles. This is available, of course, during park hours and during the party tonight. It definitely looks festive. I wonder how it's going to taste.
It was me and also me. I'm guessing this is also her.
So I put out a short form piece of media on Friday, because you're probably going to see this on the weekend. And I was showing the new Fat Boo list collection that's at Disney Springs. And I was like, me as a bag, me as a t-shirt, me as a skirt, me as a decoration, me as a cup. Because I feel very seen by our little Fabu list, you know, character for some of the Halloween merch. Not to be mistaken for the Boo to You specific. I didn't even tell him. Last night I learned that the merch for the party tonight, it's all heavy Boo to You. I do love that this year seems to be very ghosty, like forward. Like there's just like, it's like ghosts everywhere, and the little like ghosty thing just for Halloween decor, that and like black cats and like an old school pumpkin, that's my favorite. Reach down in here to get some of the chocolate. Chocolate sundae?
It's a chocolate sundae.
with marshmallow fluff.
Yeah. It's fun. Kids would love this. It's the perfect end. It's a chocolate sundae.
Yeah.
It's probably like an 11 because of the fluff.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
I like the little bit of almond down there. It gives it some nice crunch, but it's a classic chocolate sundae. How's the cookie?
It's a simple sugar cookie.
Simple sugar cookie. I would agree. It's fun. It's classic. I'd say it rolls probably consistent with everything else, right about like an 11 or 12. You gotta have fun.
Always.
Islamic unicorns. Let's talk Plaza. What do you think? Was it worth it, and what does it roll on a whole?
I think on a whole, it was worth it, especially to get you out of the heat in the middle of the day. Food was okay, and service was impeccable like it always is because it's Disney. So on a whole, what would I roll that? We might have gotten a little bit of a bump here because of the service specifically, but I would probably roll that a 14.
I would agree. And here's the thing. So the food, no, it didn't roll outstanding. Was it a great way to sit down, rest, get some air conditioning? Yes, that's going to give the overall experience a bump up. I agree. But our service was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
We got to meet Chef Ken, who's been here working with the Disney company all over the property for over 46 years. He was like
amazing.
Just an amazing soul to interact with. Like I'm not kidding. He
Shout out
legitimately
to him.
made my day. Serious shout out. Like he got done talking and I looked at Duke and was just like,
Yeah,
I was like, he was amazing.
he really was.
And then one of the managers came by and like we were talking and she was taking our feedback about what we thought, like, you know, what could you do with this or what could you do with that? Like we had said, you know, well, the food wasn't amazing. Like the pulled pork sandwich could have been more themed. You know, Duke had mentioned like they could burn something on top. He mentioned that to her and she was like, actually, that's a really great idea. And she's like, I'm going to take that back to them. And so they graciously took feedback, asked for it, in fact, and was very conversational and nice about it. So it was just, the experience just set it over.
It did.
So is it worth it for the food that you're going to get? Maybe not necessarily, but it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty solid, pretty decent, and that service was amazing.
Service was amazing.
I concur.
I did mention at the very end of our meal, but not on camera, I'm going to bump the ice cream up a point because the marshmallow fluff wasn't just on top. It was swirled throughout the entirety of the ice cream.
It was.
And I'm like, oh yeah, no, that made my day.
Well, and what's funny is like when they brought it out to the table, you can kind of see that marshmallow fluff, but you know, like sometimes they'll just put it on the outside of the rim for show. No. It was like fluff ice cream, fluff ice cream, fluff.
Great.
Toppings. So while it was just a sundae, it was fun.
It was good.
Okay. I will say it helped encourage me to feel like a kid again.
It did.
Especially while at Disney.
Yeah, that's important.
And
Always
I'm not
feel
just
like a kid
shanking
at
your
Disney.
chain, I swear.
Also, there was no calories in it because you're on property. There's no calories in the food here.
That's very true. All right, so Duke is off. He's gonna go home and he's gonna help take care of the kids with me while I party up here. I'm gonna go check out some wait times. We're gonna see what we can ride and experience, go see the merch again, and just see what fun we can get into until the party starts tonight. Merch here at the Magic Kingdom is so much fun. This year there's a lot of course, pumpkins like we love. I really just want all these decorations for my house, but as a quick zoom through, because I did share all of this in a previous vlog. If you wanna check that out, the card is above, but of course there's the cute Mickey pumpkins, decorations. I actually love this little hot air balloon. It's so cute. Squishy squishmallow. Hats, shirts, Mickey ears, of course. This is rubber. It's not stitched, so it would be easier to clean with just like a simple Walt Disney World on the back. Light up lights, some little lanterns with candy inside of them, bubble wands, baseball tee. They do have this for kiddos. Loving the Fun Villains collection. I mean, I'm a huge Maleficent fan. Have you noticed my ears for today? Does the coloring reflect? She is my favorite villain. She's also tattooed on my body. Nice little like watercolor art. Some fun Jack stuff. I really love this whole look. I love this kind of sketch with the light underneath. It's so fun. A lot of people think this is loud. I agree it's loud, but it's the loud that I would wear. Let me know down below, like, is this too much for you? Are you even a Spirit Jersey person? I actually have grown to collect them. I love them very, very much. The fun little like magnetic pal they can sit on your shoulder, so you can do that with Zero if you like. And I love this little pumpkin nose. Lots of fun things all around the shop. Again, check out that full vlog if you want to see everything. There are some fun, like cute little Winnie the Pooh things for kiddos. Like, this is adorable. all of my kids are well out of this size, but that would be so fun. There's also just like fun PSL latte tumblers, other cutesy little Winnie the Pooh stuff. There's some new decorations by the Winnie the Pooh attraction. Otherwise, of course, there's a whole bunch of fun Haunted Mansion stuff. There's something for everybody, and I sincerely hope that you'll check out my full merch blog because everything is there. I mean, I showed you like everything I could find. So let's go see what attractions we can sneak on, get ourselves sweating in this Florida heat. The map is nice because you can see where you are and you can see where everything is in relation to you. Do you see these wait times? These are insane. Let's pull up the list. Okay, all kinds of filler things are at about 5 minutes. Of course, the People Mover is 5 minutes, which is always really great. Carousel of Progress, that's like my favorite 20 minutes in air conditioning you could ever have. Country Bear Jamboree is 10, the Laugh Floor is 10, Little Mermaid, like everything is 10, 15, Jungle Cruise is 15. Okay, we're going over to that because we're like right here. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party starts August 15th and runs through October 31st. This is a not so scary fun event where we can see all of our favorite Disney friends. The tickets are going to range in price from $120 to about $230. You can get a discount if you're an annual pass holder or a DVC club member. It'll save you about $10 per ticket. There's all kinds of entertainment and stage shows like Not So Spooky Spectacular, the Booty Parade, which is a huge favorite, and the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular that ends the night. There's also the Cadaver Dance and all kinds of fun friends that you can see throughout the park. There's a whole bunch of themed food, which sadly we are not getting as much of during the daytime this year. Party starts at 7 p.m., but you can check in as early as 4 p.m. That said, if you have a daytime ticket, feel free to hang out here inside of the park where there's low wait times. Overall, it's just the perfect thing to come and take your family to, especially if they have little ones or you're just really into Disney like me. Total geek for it.
So without further ado, welcome to the world famous Jungle Cruise. We are famous around the world for being world famous around the world. My name is Skipper Grace, first name Skipper, last name Grace. I'll be your skipper for the next 10 months. Woohoo! Or as far as we can get. I don't know, it's everyone got as far as. But it looks like our first stop here is the Amazon rainforest. It has rained here about 365 days out of the year. And last time I counted, it was almost every day. Yeah. The next up is Inspiration Falls. Now, have you ever seen the Jungle Book? Yeah. Okay, in case you haven't, it looks like most of you. Guys, it's coming up right there in 3D. Yeah, first edition. You know, I don't know why it's green. It should have been blue instead, but what do I know?
Let's take a look at our wait times again. Pirates of the Caribbean is 5 minutes and it's, well, right next door, so let's go hit that. One of my favorite jungle cruises is actually the one I did on the Keys to the Kingdom tour. Like, if you ever sat in that, they talk all the time. They never stop talking unless they're in that tunnel. But when I took the Keys to the Kingdom tour, we went on Jungle Cruise. And it was the quietest cruise I've ever been on because they started us off, we got going, and then actually my tour guide took over and she led everything through the Jungle Cruise. And it was a whole bunch of like, if you're a nerd or a geek for Disney, it was like the history, how it works. It was all that. It was like just pull back the veil. It was so much fun, but it was just so quiet by comparison. But seriously, one of the best things ever. If you haven't checked out that tour, I do have a vlog for that and check that out in the card above. Yep, a whopping 5 minutes, and this will be a great extended experience in the air conditioning. So how do you say no to a classic like Pirates and some air conditioning? Beyond Pirates of the Caribbean, let's take a look at the other wait times that we have here. Jungle Cruise is still 10 minutes. I think it was closer to the sign that read 20 minutes. But I mean, everything is just so minimal. Now it says Pirates is 15 minutes, which makes sense because this is the line that we're facing. But I mean, Peter Pan is at 35. That's almost unheard of. Space Mountain is at 30. Tron is at 45. Seven Dwarfs is just shy of an hour. That's pretty remarkable too. So, I mean, coming on a party night, look at Tiana's 20 minutes. If that's still low, that's what we're going to hit next.
Where be Captain Jack Sparrow and the treasure of Blue Rat? Do I hear 10? A hen for a 10. 10. I'll give you 20 for the rod. Pipe down, you lily-livered lubber. Strike your feathers, dearie. Show 'em your flock.
Hey, cinnamon hits a table job.
Oh, it's the treasure map for sure, and no mistake. And by thunder, that scoundrel Captain Jack Sparrow will never pay out.
It's
Other than getting a little bit of Tortuga water flung right in my eye because I was right on the end, and so when the cannon went off, it splashed and it hit me. Other than that, always nice perfection when it comes to AC. I will have to say that I loved it when we came around the corner where the ship is, and you have like Barbosa up there and stuff, and there's like the whole fort fight between the ship. The people next to me, they were talking about Goonies, not even Pirates of the Caribbean. And I thought that was the coolest thing because I freaking love the movie Goonies. So if you ever like see me in a conversation or I'm talking with someone and like I misspeak about something and I go, that's what I said. It's because I'm channeling Sean Astin's character in the Goonies because he was always misspeaking and they were like, you mean this? And he was like, that's what I said. Anyway, do you have like a favorite movie reference, something that you always like come to that's just like, it's just something that's like ingrained, it's a part of you? I want to know down below in the comments, or connect with me at Motivational Pinup on all social media channels and just tell me. I'm curious because I feel like each of us has like a movie or two, maybe of a collection that it's like we like to reference all the time, and it's like an anchor for us. All right, updating on the times to see what's available. I wanted to see what Tiana's was at because I mean I'm right here next to Tiana, so let's, whoa. Tiana's is at 20 and she's right around the corner, so I guess we'll hit that. Considering the average guest is going to be walking anywhere between 3 to 5 miles a day, like the fact that you can come in on a party day and you can kind of just like go around in a circle and hit all the attractions is just glorious because it'll save you time, means you can have a simpler day, you can save your feet, and you can still have a really, like you can have the perfect afternoon. I love this meal. This is close. I love moments like that. Perfect.
What you gonna say?
Woo! I decided to rethink going on to Tiana's. So yes, I did start going through the line. I got almost into the building, so it was a true 20-minute wait. I can attest to that. But I was like, wait, not only equipment, which I could have found a way to keep dry, I didn't want to get wet when I'm going to be here in the parks throughout Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I was like, wait, hold on. And I have to give credit to my husband because he thought about the equipment. I didn't think about being wet all day. So yeah, rethought that. Let's think about something else to do though. Our wait times still look super similar. We could go meet Mickey, which we're going to do later, so I'm not going to do that now, but the fact that it's like 5 minutes, you could just go walk in and see Mickey on your way out today, and it would be super easy, super fast, no big deal. Carousel of Progress is always awesome because it's a nice 20 minutes and air conditioning. Mickey's PhilharMagic would be great. That's 10 minutes. You know what? Let's do that. I haven't done that in a long time. Haunted Mansion is 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe we're heading to Haunted Mansion and having some spooky vibes. Haunted Mansion is my favorite attraction here at Magic Kingdom, probably closely followed by the People Mover, because the People Mover is just like a vibe. It's just kick back, relax, have a seat, just chill. It's just it's such a good slow down, and there's all kinds of like history in there, and there's dark and there's light, and at night is my favorite. All the lights, it's just so pretty. And actually just last night, I finally got to go through People Mover, and we actually did it 3 times back to back because everyone else was watching Happily Ever After, and it was so much fun to like see the fireworks off in the distance. Totally recommend that. The rivers of America are drained. It's so weird. They have started working on it. Mark Twain boat is gone. This is all gonna change. This is actually gonna all turn into like a Disney World version of Cars Land. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. It is sad to see the rivers of America drained and the Mark Twain boat gone. It's quieter. I mean, you can try to talk and vlog or have a conversation and you don't have the whistle going off, but that's been a part of Disney World for decades. So it's just kind of weird to have it be so quiet.
Kindly step all the way in, please, and make room for everyone.
Be sure to bring your breakfast to
Wait times again for this afternoon. So it looks like we still have a lot of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, Small World, Mad Tea Party, Carpets for Aladdin, Carousel 5 minutes, Treehouse 5 minutes, Speedway 5 minutes, Carousel of Progress 5 minutes, Country Bear Jamborees is 10 minutes, Meet Mickey still is about 10 minutes. I think it's been like that almost all day. Mickey's Feller Magic 10 minutes, Pirates 10 minutes. You could just keep writing that thing and see if you could get 5 or 6 times in an hour. Haunted Mansion 13 minutes. Now technically that's actually code for a walk-on. It means that like there basically is no wait, but I love that it's, you know, lucky number 13 is their code instead of it saying 5 minutes or something like that. I just think that's really fun. Jungle Cruise is still at 20 minutes. I mean, you can meet princesses for 20 minutes of a wait. For 20 minutes of a wait, you can meet some princesses. Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 25 minutes, 35 minutes for Peter Pan. Tiana's Bayou River Adventure is 40 minutes. I mean, you guys, you could do so much on a party day before the party takes place and then go relax, have a good dinner and go hit the pool for the rest of the night. Or, you know, specifically go to Hollywood Studios just to go watch fireworks. Now, this is assuming that you got yourself a park hopper ticket. If you don't want to come into the park on a party day, obviously take that as like a pool day, that'd be great. That said, I feel like it's kind of like a missed opportunity if you don't come into this park, if you do not come into Magic Kingdom on a party day when your vacation is overlapping it, like just why not? These wait times are ridiculously short. Like you could do so much. We rode like basically 5 things in like what, 2.5 hours, 2 hours at the most. So I mean, this is so good. And I was just like meandering. I went to the bathroom and I refilled my water. So it's not like I went from one thing to another. I gotta know, what do you think about coming on a party day? Because my vote is to come in for a party day. Come in, go enjoy these lower wait times without having to spend the money on like lightning lanes or anything like that. I think it's completely worth it. If you're coming here for the food, understand that it's limited and just make sure you make a reservation, because I was still seeing a lot of people like asking if Plaza had any kind of availabilities for today, and they were saying no. And while usually they have a lot of last minute availabilities, they didn't today. So just make sure that you make those reservations in advance so you can really get everything out of your day here. Friends, I think I'm gonna leave it with you here. I think I'm gonna say goodnight because I'm gonna go get myself some more air conditioning, probably hit a little Small World, then maybe a little Mickey's PhilharMagic or something else. But I'm gonna get myself some AC. I'm gonna get myself off my feet because I have a long, full night of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party coming up, and I want to enjoy every ounce of it. And I'm planning to be here until about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I guess I better get going. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me know if you think it's worth it to come here during a party day, even if you don't have a ticket. I would love to know down below, or let me know on social media platforms at Motivational Pinup. And I hope that you do everything possible to live your version of a brilliant, bold, beautifully empowered theme park, Halloween life. That's better. All right, I'm done. I'm losing it.